I swear, I can't. Everything I touch just falls through my fingertips right off the bat. Doesn't work. My cell phone won't even let me in. It won't stop dinging. Like total Anna attack. Anna attack. Total anxiety attack. I'm checking my messages and I wanted to see if a few people were calling me back and they did. Okay, so I kid you not, everything I touch today falls through my fingertips. I went into someone's chat room. I don't want to say who, but I went in because I wanted to go and listen to what they said. And I'll tell you what, guys, I lurk. I linger. I really do sometimes because I want to hear what the person's saying. And I'm somebody who's very amiable. In case you haven't noticed, I'm easily distracted in the first one, giggling and goofing off. Okay? Hence why the teachers always had my desk sitting in the back of the classroom facing in the opposite direction because I'm very amiable. And, well, there was another survivor who I love dearly, and they were talking, and it got me talking because I didn't want them to think I didn't want to talk to them and I'm alienating them, or like when I run a video I'm talking about them or something. It's like I wanted to like say hello, you know, at least let you know I love you, and then I interjected a little bit. But I got in trouble in somebody else's chat room. I was like, darn it. Okay. Then I started going into a panic attack because I'm like, oh boy, this is like the second time today I've like really done it. First time today I was like spinning 1,000 miles per hour because I wanted to cook dinner, do the dishes, finish vacuuming. And I still had to go to the store because I broke a light fixture. And I was like revved up 1,000 miles per hour. I had taken my kratom. I had ate. I had taken my vitamins. I had drank caffeine. I was like in a really good mood. And stupid ass Holly turns on the video where what's going on with Trump. All right, like Holly didn't learn the first 1,000 times to keep her nose away from such type topics. Oh no. Okay. She didn't learn to stay away from Q. She didn't learn to stay away from certain other things. She didn't learn to stay away from politics. So I go to check out what's going on with Trump and the impeachment trial, and boom. Right smack dab. I trip over something and fall flat on my face, knock my teeth out and everything. Anyway, I misunderstand the whole impeachment thing, like at the end. Or I think what happened is I understood what happened, but then my thoughts got going and I had like 50 thoughts all at once and they just all collided. And then the light switch like flipped in the wrong direction and I got all confused. And then I panicked and I'm like, who can I call? Who can I call? And so anyway, I wasn't thinking, but okay. Now, I've learned it before, but I hope it's the final time I have to learn this lesson. I am to stay away from politics at all times. All times. Okay? The only time I am ever to look at politicians is to do ekbalo in Yeshua's name. That's it. I know I sound funny about it, but I'm not kidding. All right? Like now, when I look at that debate with Trump and Biden, and you see those snakes coming out of Biden's sleeve. Oh, all right. Yeah, I want to discuss those topics in that manner and do ekbalo in Yeshua's name. I will look at the politicians for that reason and that reason alone. But listen, I'm not getting involved in what they're doing, okay? And then I started thinking about this whole Q-Psyop thing because I was able to walk keeper, in which you're walking your body in motion with stage in motion. And if you're in motion, then Yud Hey Vav Hey can use the Holy Spirit to guide your feet, right? Well, my feet started to get guided, and before you knew it, I was in a conversation with Abba. I can't tell you about what he said about that, but I definitely should write it down. Heavenly Abba, let me remember, please. What was the second thing? So we were walking. Oh, yeah. So I was thinking with Heavenly Abba about a few things about these politicians. And, okay, I forgot the first thought, but I got a second thought. You know, what if these politicians have us all distracted by this whole big thing, elections and the fraud and and investigating the fraud, because investigations of fraud are still going on, but, you know, it's, anyway, I'm not getting involved, but anyway, what if the elites are, you know, now running into the mountains, you know, and hiding? Although I don't think they're going to go just yet because their leader hasn't arrived on the scene yet. So until he arrives on the scene, I really think they're going to be slithering around on the surface of the earth for a little bit longer. We still have a ways to go, although sometimes the urgency in the pit of my stomach and in my soul make me feel that things are going to be like boom, 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 happening like tomorrow, next week, next month, you know, it's all over. But no, it takes time. It's not in 3 months or 6 months. It's going to take a little bit more time. Although, once we hit tribulation, I think that's just going to be constant calamity all the time through the whole 7 years. So, anyway, I'm getting off tangent. The other thing I was thinking about was this whole Q thing and the art of war. Wouldn't it be great to, like, you know, you set up someone and you make that someone appear to be like for we the people and a whistleblower and all that stuff, and then they get a following and stuff, and you take them out, right? Which now the population just wants some more because it just got taken out. You know, you can't go to a presidential campaign or rally or whatever and hold up a sign with a letter on it because the Secret Service police will come around and tell you to take it down, right? So that poses more mystery and whatnot surrounding it. What are you trying to do in the first place? You're trying to deceive the people, steal all their assets, turn them into slaves, take their land. Keep the best ones for, like, your workers, turn the rest into meat for your food. You ever feed meat to a cow? It goes insane. Mad cow's disease, I forget the name of it. What do you think happens to a human being when a human being eats human meat? Same thing happens. Humans go insane, and you got Katy Perry talking about it. What do you think they make the kids and the dumbs do that go through MK Ultra and Super Soldier Project programs? What do you think Hollywood and the music industry and people that are so wealthy, they're above Hollywood and the music industry. In fact, they're feeding the guys for the ideas of what movies to come up with. They've got more money than God. You know, they get into really disgusting things. So, then they start feeding it to you. Didn't you ever hear about that famous Italian mafia in the city that when they off their people, they take it to this really famous Chinese restaurant, and there was this world-class chef there, and man, people would go into this restaurant and they would die for his dumplings. I mean, they would rant and rave about it. It was great. Great. People just couldn't get enough. They just loved his restaurant. I guess it turned out that the mafia was getting rid of the bodies through the restaurant. The chef was using the meat and feeding his patrons. True story. I just don't remember names and stuff like that. Somebody told me about that, and that happened to be over here on the East Coast. I don't know. So, what was I saying overall? Art of War, Q. Yeah, don't say it. Say K. Because like Casey from Enter the Stars said, K is similar. Meanwhile, that, you would set up, just think about it. You take one of your own guys, you put them on the opposite side of the field, right? If you're going to war, you put them on the opposite side of the field. You make them, you build them up while they're on the opposite side on enemy lines. You build them up. The enemy starts to like them, buy their bullshit. And then you make it seem like they're doing something great and they just got censored because they're doing something great, and you take them out, which now the enemy just wants them more and more and more. Meanwhile, it's still your guy. And you can manipulate the crowd from the inside. You can watch them from the outside, and you know their plans before they do it because you're right there. That's like perfect, I would think. I don't know. I never read the book Art of War, but I'd sure like to. I used to have it, but I was too busy going out partying to sit home and read. Although that's not true, because a lot of times once I'd come home from the party, I'd sit there, write poetry, read the dictionary, read different books, and just hang out by myself. I always went home alone. I preferred to. Seriously, I preferred to. In the prime of my life, I wanted to go home. So, by myself. So anyway, where was I? Talking and walking with Heavenly Abba. So yeah, I got a timeout in someone else's chat. I'm really sorry. I guess it's not a major catastrophe, because the worst thing the worst thing wrong I did was talk too much and be off topic. But honestly, I came in the chat room, I just really wanted to focus on the topic. And the topic is one of those topics that's really above my head, so I'm really trying to focus on it, which is good, because what I don't understand, I'm sitting there going, Heavenly Abba, can you explain this to me? What? Heavenly Abba, what? So now you got me just seeking and searching after him even more. And it's good. It's a good thing. But, and it's good because he'll keep things simple, and then that gets the MK Ultra programming to stop spinning. Then I can come back around, get a grip, stop feeling extremely angry, or the other extreme extent where I'm just a goofball smiling way too much. Very amiable. I can't pay attention. Forget it. But I didn't get as much done around my house as I wanted to. And I feel like staying up late again tonight, but I can't, because I gotta wake up early tomorrow. I gotta be up at 6. I want to stay up and watch a midnight ride because I love that. But if I stay up until like 1 o'clock in the morning again, I'm going to be dead to the world. I didn't get up until like 8 or 9. I think it was, 8 this morning. If I can't like do only 4 hours of sleep. That's not enough. I have to like manage 6. So I alienated one of my girlfriends because she's like, I don't follow politics. Why is this so important? I'm like, I can't talk about it, and I really don't want to explain it. Because right now, honestly, the reason why I don't want to talk about it is I'm already before Abba with it. But it's kind of embarrassing, too, if you don't mind. So, there's some things I get to keep private, and I don't want to alienate anybody from that. But I'm still kind of mulling it over with Abba. And it's just some entanglements that I have. And I kind of like to work them out with him first. And I really wouldn't even know how to explain it to you so hot. So why bother just yet? Let me get a grip on it first. Come on, Sarah, you want to come up? So anyway, I decided that the best way I could improve myself was to not say a word again in that chat room. That way they could see me not get off topic and be too talkative. And they could see me improve, because the last thing I'd want to do is ruin the show. And even the host had said something about the chat, and I didn't mean to draw any attention away from the host. I feel like such a Now that I look back on it, now I'm going to feel even worse about it because the host had said something. At that point, I should have said, I'm really sorry, let's take this offline. I did say, let's take it offline, but it just never went offline. Now I feel rotten. Ow, I'm going to go make up a fake sock account that says Buttercup. That way it'll be me, but you won't know it's me, so I won't draw attention away from any of the chat. Seriously. I don't know if I'm going to call it Buttercup, though. But really, that way you can go to the chat room and, like, ask you questions and not take away from anyone or anything. I wouldn't want to ruin someone's show. I wouldn't want to ruin their chat room. I wouldn't. And if I did, I'm so sorry. I apologize. So, yeah, things are good. I'm officially unpacked. I still have things to get together about my apartment, but I'm unpacked. Which feels nice because I walk around the place looking at all my possessions instead of like boxes. I don't know why it took me so long to unpack. I guess like a part of me was protecting my possessions. It's like, gosh, almighty Holly, you're finally home. You can let down your hair, Rapunzel. Let down your hair. Anyway, what are you guys up to? Hey! Good evening, Aaron Miller. I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? Warning signs. I love you. Mr. Burns. I know, right? They do pay big money to eat people. That's what we were talking about. What else was I saying? I was looking at the halftime Super Bowl today. I was looking up, what was it, Shaking Your Head Productions and A Call for an Uprising. Those two channels have had my attention lately. I want to catch up with Israeli News Live. I stick to Now You See TV. David Arthur. Coach Daubenmire. Truth Radio Show. WTV. Oh, Mary Greeley. You got that. Mike Morales. Who else? I Shall Not Be Silent. I don't know. It's hard to find really good channels out there that you know that you can trust, and they always got something good on too. So I got to get back into doing that myself. Oh yeah, Starlink is allowing you to make pre-orders for their upcoming internet service. If you'd like to sign up now for it, guys. I just want to give out a plug. All right, if it's all right with everybody, I'd like to give Starlink a plug right here. I did read an article. I do believe it's true. Please check your facts. Don't take my word for it. But Starlink is, in fact, accepting pre-orders if you would like to sign up now for their new internet service. Hey, Sean that Priest. It's great to see you, sweetie. Doug Kemp, shalom. It's the first day of the week. It's like our happy Shabbat Shalom just ended, and like the first hour afterwards is like Holly's already blowing things up, messing people's shows up, upsetting people, disturbing them over politics when I shouldn't be following it in the first place. Why is it so important? Because I'm trying to figure out why I'm so tangled up with this MK Ultra, okay? Hey, Officer Hot. It's great to see you, James. It's really great to see you. Good evening. It's not Sunday yet. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking it's Sunday night. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. Oh no. I'm almost somebody else's time zone. I didn't get the memo, guys. This is so embarrassing. I don't even know my days. I'm thinking it's like Sunday night. Boy, if it was Sunday night, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to stay up all night. It doesn't matter. I've got nothing to do Monday. It's cool. Well, I can tell you what. If I'm already reacting right now, a full 24 hours before the fact of the actual day commencing, you know what? You guys might want to turn your cell phones off tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be rough. When our happy Shabbat Shalom ends. No, it's Saturday today, right? No, I got it right. No, I take that back. You guys are confused. This is why I stay out of my chat room. You guys are confusing me. Because our Shabbat ends tonight, right? It starts Friday evening at sundown, and it ends Saturday evening at sundown. It's Saturday evening at sundown, so our Shabbat is over. Which means my first day of the work week starts. That means tomorrow's Sunday. Yes. No. I'm good. I can't handle this. Aw, it's great to see you, Joshua Conlon. See what I mean about this confusion? I like Buttercup. I like Klingon Hybrid. Really? I gotta write this down. There's reasons why. Haha. I want to see something. Buttercup. Yeah, no, you know why I can't take it, make it Buttercup is because, everybody's going to turn around and say, hey, suck it up, Buttercup. I'll be like, you know what? I'm done taking it on the chin. I'm done taking one for the team. I'm going to become a sore loser. I'm not sucking it up. I'm pulling my bootstraps down. That's it. Throwing in the white towel. Done. Klingon Hybrid. You get disoriented if you don't know if it's day or night, right? Oh, I hate when that happens, Shawnette. Because then I wake up in panic attacks. Like if I lay down to take a nap, I'll take a nap in my clothes. And I lay down when it's light out. I wake up and it's night out in my clothes. And I'm thinking, I get so mixed up. So mixed up. So the past couple of days I've been good. I haven't taken any naps. I was supposed to cook dinner tonight, but we know some do time travel. Boy, James, if I could time travel, I know exactly what time period I would travel back to. I would travel right back to the time period when I had a ton of money. And I would go steal it from myself. Come back to now and party. No, I'm kidding. No. But yeah, I would steal it from myself, hide it, and then I'd give it back to myself right now in life. Because I think I would have done a much better job with it. Obviously. Ow, Seva. In 1963 for about 4 years. I don't know. I think I went forward in time. But not that much. It wasn't by much. Like if you think when I was a kid, maybe went forward to like 2014. So if we were in the 80s or 90s. If we in the 90s. I was a teenager. We probably only went to about 2014. We didn't go back to we didn't go forward to, what do you call it? We didn't go so forward that we got to meet George Jetson and Judy and Elroy, Cogsley Cogs. I believe it though. Somebody tried to explain time travel to me and all of that. Or like, have you ever felt, and it's so hard to explain, it almost felt like one was starting to form, but it stopped. But what do you say? A time loop? Is it a time loop? Or a beta loop? Where all of a sudden you're in a place and it's like, wait a second. How did I get here with you at this? Why are you here, first off? And how did I get here? I know I've been here before, but and you know you've been there before, not in your dreams, not but you've been there to that time period, to that time before. Yeah. Never mind. I'm not good at talking about that stuff. I don't. The other thing that gets me is how either slow time goes or fast. Lately, if I'm home, it flies by. But when I'm away from home, it drags. It couldn't drag and go any possibly slower. It used to go fast. I used to have fun, but now it's whatever it is. So now time drags. I mean, I like it, don't get me wrong, I think it's just the winter months. I think it's just the MK Ultra that's spinning that's just getting me feeling alienated from my own surroundings at times. No. Alright, so in the panic thinking I was late and they were closed. Right? I did that, Shawnette. Oops, sorry, save it. I did that. I showed up 2 hours early one day. And you know what? Did I end up staying or did I end up going home? I think I ended up staying because by the time I opened the whole place up, I was like, oh no. I mean, it would have been. Keeper. Oh, okay. Ow! Save her. Anyway, I just wanted to check in, say hi, see what you guys were up to. Ow! Save her. Ow! Alright, you can't. Ow! Ow! See, her scratching post is a box. She loves boxes. I never have to spend a lot of money for this cat to be entertained. And so her claws are extra sharp. God bless you, Keeper. But I should let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out with me. I got my morning and PM switch. Oh, I hate when that happens. That happened to me once. I woke up at yeah, when you get them mixed up and then you go and call somebody and they're like, what are you talking about? You just woke me up. And you're like, No, I thought it was, such and such a time at a reasonable hour. And they're like, no, it's not a reasonable hour. Hey, Catherine, how are you? I'm glad you popped in. I just popped in myself to say hi. And then my own chat room gave me a panic attack. They made me think it was a different day, but it's okay. The crisis is averted, I realize. Someone said something to me. I thought I had my days mixed up, and I thought I made an idiot of myself, and then I apologized for it, and then I realized, wait a minute, I didn't have my days mixed up. I was right to begin with. I had a Holly moment. My pets are relaxing. Everybody in the household is relaxing, right? For everybody else, they've just finished dinner. They're laying on the couch, not paying attention. All of a sudden, some idiot comes along and blows a whistle really loud in your ear. I'm sorry. I know that was stupid to do. But the other day I blew a whistle. I've been dying to try it out. You should have seen my dog and cat jump. Oh. That's too funny. Anyway. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you jump. Hey, how you doing, Esther? I'm sorry, Shaunettes dogs. Aw, you're a sweetheart, Esther. Thank you. Please don't, trouble yourself. This ship, almost the size of Pennsylvania, should arrive this summer. Then things you talk about happening will unfold. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for that. I really am. I kind of jumped too when I blew it. I didn't expect the whistle to be that loud. I really didn't. I should keep this video short so other people are more inclined to listen to it. So that way they'll get to that part and they'll totally jump out of their seats. Gee, thanks a lot for your props, Hall. Anyway, jeez. Well, so much for everybody going to sleep, like everybody's relaxing after dinner. Wait till I try that at 4 a.m. and wake you up. You'll tell me at 8 p.m. it will be quite all right for me to blow my whistle. Thanks, Esther. Alright. I better stop goofing around. I think it's because I have, I get frozen fruit and I'm too lazy to wash my Ninja, so I just basically took the frozen fruit and poured it in a bowl and sprinkled sugar on it. And I kid you not, like, I'm about to go back for thirds. It's like strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and then, like, I have, like, other mixed bags in there and whatnot. But I think it's the sugar I poured on top of the fruit. I'm probably having a sugar rush because I've also given up Coca-Cola. Well, let's just say I've cut back drastically. I'm surprised I don't have a headache. So I'm making vast improvements. I'm, like, I wouldn't say completely solid, but I'm eating 3 meals a day. One full solid meal, but, like, I have shakes and stuff that I drink for the rest. I gotta go buy more vitamins, though. I just finished my vitamins today. So I don't want to really come on camera until I gain weight. Because I stopped taking care of myself. Like, it was like I had a vendetta against myself. I had some sort of vengeance against myself. And somehow, some way, I wanted to beat myself up, torture myself. And I was punishing myself. And I hate that self-destructive behavior. I hate that self-destructive programming in my case. And behavior, personally, as well as, the actual program itself that us kids went through. But, yeah, I hope to, be pulling out of that. So I'll come back on camera when I'm pretty again. Tea with honey. Yes, I have. Oh, I was looking up. I bumped into. I forget. I bumped into something, and all I remember was hearing about cinnamon and honey. And you know what I have in the cabinet? Is cinnamon and honey. And I also have tea. Ooh, that's what I could have before I go to sleep. Wouldn't it be a hoot if I blew that whistle again? I can see everybody reaching for their speakers, turning it down, take it off like they're Bluetooth going on. Geez, not again, Holly. No, guys, I won't blow it, honestly. I won't do that. I'm too tired. I popped my eardrums the first time I did it. I can't possibly do that again. This thing's loud. I'm going to bring it with me, so... So when I go into a store not wearing my mask and there's some social justice warrior breaking that 6-foot rule, I could be like, stop. I know, but that was more delicate, right, guys? Come on. I didn't blow it full steam ahead. But no, I could just, blow it louder, but just blow it and say, stop. You have intruded upon my 6 feet. You're putting me in danger. You have to stay 6 feet apart. With or without a mask, you still have to stay 6 feet apart. I'm going to bring my whistle with me. So when somebody invades my 6-foot distance rule, I can notify them that they've done it. You know what? They don't have to go through these whole fancy electronical mechanisms. Like schools nowadays, they're looking for how to put these little mechanisms on their children's clothing, so in case they step too close to another child, a little sensor will go off and let them have a notification that they've stepped within 6 feet of someone. Well, I got a cheap way to remedy that. Just go buy one of these little jammies for $1.99. No, you could go to your dollar store. Go buy one of these whistles. Okay? And if anybody comes within 6 feet of you, just blow it. They'll back up. That's your notification. It's free. Doesn't cost a lot. I kid you not. I kid you not. This thing is so loud. People will be like, Man, she's fucking obnoxious. How are you going to get that out of her hand? It's so loud you can't even get close enough to her. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. I didn't mean to get silly. But I've been in a good mood. I've actually just been doing a little bit of online work here and there, slowly catching up. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm not pulling 8 hours on my online work. I'm down to like 1 to 3 hours a day of online work. And that's not enough. I'd rather be doing 8, but I can't right now. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Sweet dreams. I love you. A bushel and a peck, a hug around the neck. I won't see you tomorrow. I will see you sometime after that. I hope you have a happy first day of the week. And, Lowen's like, right? They'll never forget the day they met Holly Baglio. Oh, man. I go down and I got to leave this thing home. I'm going to get myself in a lot of... Well, I can take it out when I'm on my own time. But when I go down to the firehouse, I'm going to have to leave this at home. They'll probably get mad because I'll go a little overboard with it. I know me. I'll go overboard. They'll get mad. I won't be invited back. Then I'll be upset. So I better leave the whistle home and just abort the whole mission. Yeah, I have to lighten up. I do. I was getting a little too tense, a little too serious there. So thanks for clowning around. I love you, Shawnette. It's so great to bump into you in the chat rooms and stuff. And I'm sorry to everyone else. I really didn't mean to bottom it. I'm like trying to do the right thing, say the right thing. And I guess in doing that, I'm walking on eggshells, tiptoeing around. So then I'm doomed to make a mistake because I'm just not acting normal. But I don't know. I'm not used to all these different situations. So, alright guys, I'm going to stop babbling. It's self-evident. I need to put myself to sleep. Get a second bowl of frozen fruit. Find something good to watch. And go lay down. So, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for joining me. I love you. Yeshua blessings.